Hey guys, CormicFan832 here, back with another epic video. So, just to warn you, this video may be a little bit darker than some of my other videos, so viewer discretion is advised. But, it's nothing too bad. I think you guys should be able to handle it. Anyways, let's go. Okay guys, so if you don't know what we're talking about today, if you haven't read the title or anything, we are talking about pure Marquette lore. Let me get you started with the info. Basically, Cormic's Epics Videos made a video about pure Marquette featuring Dog Driver 101, which I admit I subscribe to that guy, but I mean, he's not really part of the Epic Videos cinematic universe, and I'll make a video explaining what that is. But yeah, anyways, so he's in this video, and I found some really dark lore in this video. So I mean, viewer discretion is advised, like I said, and this may be digging deeper than some of you originally thought. Okay, let's get into it. So, just a little bit of backstory. Pure Marquette is a group of cabins located in Grafton, Illinois. Okay, but as we all know, everything and everyone and everything in Cormic's Epic Videos is related to Jassy Lake. So while seeming like a different part, it's actually still part of Jassy Lake. And like I said, the Jassy Lake Collector is still very present. If you don't know who the Jassy Lake Collector is, I really don't have enough time or patience to explain it to you. What am I saying? I'm not like mad or anything. I'm just saying, like, it's a really tough subject to get into. But yeah, if you want, you can check out my wonderful Jassy Lake Lore Part 3 video. But yeah, I can't really explain it right now, especially since he's very mysterious and we don't really know a lot about him yet. So the video starts off with this giant chessboard, and immediately we know something's up. As you all know, chessboards are usually very small, but something's odd about this one. It's bigger than usual, and in fact, this entire Pure Marquette thing is very odd, because as you all know, Pure Marquette, if you look it up on, let's say, Airbnb, it's very strange. There's leaves all over the ceiling. They act kind of as flags, and there's a giant fireplace, and it's really just very strange. It gives you that sort of Doctor Strange vibe. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about some of the stranger things that I've seen while watching this video. To the untrained eye, those of you who perhaps don't really understand the lore, you may not have seen these devious sightings, but I have, and they are truly strange. Cormic runs around for a little while, and then he goes to this vending machine. There's, like every other vending machine, it shows you what drinks, right? But there's something strange about this vending machine. Out of all the drinks, 7-Up is the only one with the exaggerated button. All of the other ones are just gray, with text over them. This may seem minuscule. A simple mistake, maybe, some would say, but no. Pay attention. 7-Up. I think there's a code here, especially since all the other sightings in this video have a code. So 7, that's our first number. Now basically what this video is it's just Cormic giving us a tour of the entire facility, right? But he starts running through this hallway, and in the corner of that hallway we see this shape. Some sort of human with an incredibly long neck. And I don't think this is any sort of just random shape. This is the Jassy Lake Collector, keeping tabs on Cormic, making sure he's not straying from his supposed path. Since this is just another facility in Jassy Lake, and Cormac got good free time for promoting the Jassy Lake Collector to millions of other views. Maybe this is the Jassy Lake Collector allowing Cormac a little tad bit of freedom, but as the Jassy Lake Collector is a mysterious man, it's not all freedom. It's just him keeping more tabs on him. After running through the hallways for a little bit, Cormac decides to give us a tour of this little nice arcade room. But on one of these benches is a brochure, I think they call it, but I enhanced the image. It's not just any brochure. It's a brochure for Jassy Lake. Of course. Why would it be anything else? See, Pere Marquette, my theory is just a little subsection of Jassy Lake. It's like, let's say, another character in the Sepic videos cinematic universe. Luke's Sepic videos. He is also part of Jassy Lake. I have a feeling he's also being controlled by the Jassy Lake Collector. And I feel like this brochure is meant to spread relevance for Jassy Lake across anybody who decides to enhance the image. Well played, Collector, but you're not fooling me. I can see right through you, and I think you might be catching on to me right now. I have recently been on the run because there have been some strange occurrences around the area that I live in. Maybe it's the Jassy Lake Collector coming after me, or maybe it's his minions. So then, he takes us to this claw machine which was recently moved, and you can see there's a sign here. I picked that out for a reason. 66. A lot of numbers in this video, a surprising amount. 66. Well, as you all know, number 666 is the mark of the devil, mark of the beast. And Route 66 is a route in America, I believe. One of the most famous highways in the U.S. numbered highway system. And it's basically just a straight road, but surrounded by desert. And in all the pictures I searched up for it, it seems to lead to infinitude, which is very suspicious, because 666 is the mark of the devil. And everybody knows, when you stay at Jassy Lake, you stay there forever. This cannot be a coincidence. 666 has been added to our code for now, along with 7. Next we see this pool, but we see it's an indoor pool, and it's covered. Normally, when you have an indoor pool like this, being the indoor pool expert that I am, I actually worked on an indoor pool cleaning service before switching full-time to YouTube. This entire thing, like normally indoor pools that they have one wall open, and that leads to the outdoor pool, but Pere Marquette seems to really want to sort of bar their swimmers in, which is really confusing because it's definitely not a part of Jassy Lake, and the Jassy Lake Collector definitely has no control over this, right? He's definitely not trying to keep them all pinned up like sheep. That's for sure. Next we see Cormac frantically running down the hall. It seems pretty minuscule. Yes, like why would we need to know this information? But, well, I mean, he said he was playing hide and seek. But if he's running this frantically, that's not hide and seek, my friend. He's running from something. Or someone. Perhaps the Jassy Lake Collector? Maybe someone else. We don't know yet, but I will get to the bottom of this. Now, then there's a slight dark part of the video, and I could vaguely make out a shape of a person. This is not the Jassy Lake Collector. Trust me, I know, he doesn't like to be seen like this. Perhaps this is a minion. They call him the Jassy Lake Executioner. He goes after those who have strayed from the Jassy Lake Order. Now, he ends up running to another floor, in which he opens a hotel door. But instead of leading to a hotel room, it leads to a staircase. Fans of this little book series called The Maze Runner, are very familiar with this. You see, in The Maze Runner, there's a maze that these children are trapped in, and it changes, and it shifts its walls. I think Pere Marquette is kind of like the maze, as in it shifts to where Cormac wants to go at the time. So that makes me confused. Is Pere Marquette a minion of the Jassy Lake Collector? Or perhaps another ally waiting to be heard? Now, while trying to escape the Collector, he runs into this door which he pushes open, but not before there's a loud bang noise, almost like a gunshot. This is very strange, because supposedly he's alone, which, to be honest, is kind of weird. It's like someone is hunting him. Then Cormac runs to a door and catches a glimpse of the outside world. He seems mournful, as if it's a world that he'll never get to see. Why? Because, while an ally, the Pere Marquette house, cabin, whatever you want to call it, is still being controlled by the Jassy Lake Collector. And Cormac is not allowed to escape. Cormac goes to open a door, but then, as he opens it, he realizes, no, that's a trap. That's not something you hear while playing hide and seek. That's the Jassy Lake Collector trying to trick Cormac. And now that one of his minions has been released, it chases after Cormac. Then, we see a diamond as he's running away from the minion. How many sides do diamonds have? 4. Which means we have completed the code. 76664. I don't know what this means yet, but I will make sure to find out. Then, we see a final glimpse of what seems to be a man under the stairs. One of Jassy Lake Collector's minions. Luckily, Cormac manages to escape with his life. But, for now, he's still lurking. Well, anyways, guys, thank you for watching this video. If you want to subscribe, like for more, and stay tuned for when I post something on bread.